for the breakout idea, it's kind of inspired by escape rooms, and then the Breakout EDU people thought, how can we bring that same idea of escape rooms and bring them into an educational setting where you can't lock children in a room, and instead it's where you're trying to break something out of a box while you yourself as a teacher are breaking out of traditional teaching methods by using puzzles. So if you have somebody that you love that really likes video games or puzzles or scavenger hunts and that kind of stuff, this is a really fun take on that. A little bit more fun than a scavenger hunt, especially because there's a little more brain work involved. So you have your main box, and then this beautiful hasp. I got it from Amazon. Most of these blocks, yeah, I think I got all of them from Amazon or Walmart. And so the hasp lets you go, when I put it on and put it together, it lets you put 6 locks combined. So when that's holding that shut, all 6 of these locks will be on it. And he'll have to undo all 6 of these locks. In addition, you have your 3-code lock box, which I just use a smaller tackle box that has a 3-code combo lock on it. So I'm not going to lock these because I don't want to take up time unlocking them, but I'm going to just kind of show you what will be out. So what will be out will be this box. This box will be probably in its normal place. I hide it in the house. Anytime I do it, I always hide it in my daughter's playhouse. Over on the kitchen counter is going to be these papers. So they're word searches. One looks like a train, one looks like an X, one is a star, and one is a heart. But they're all exactly the same minus those shapes and the secret one that's special. And I'll get into how that one's special. And then over on the coffee table are going to be these postcards. I thought since we do a lot of different, we've gone a lot of different places, why not use postcards as a way of communicating the clues? I thought that would be really kind of sweet. So I kind of tried to get vintage looking postcards. So the first thing he'll probably really notice is these, and he'll probably quickly figure out that there's not a lot of difference, and he's got to probably ignore these and do something else, and these are for later. And then hopefully he'll notice these little guys. I'm actually going to put them out the day before the anniversary, just out so he can kind of see that they're there. And maybe he'll probably, he knows I'm doing a breakout for him, so he'll kind of be like, oh, that's something on my radar. So I didn't put anything special on the front. My resolution wasn't good enough for the images, so I had to add that image in. And all of my clues are on the backs. So you can see, I've got all these guys have clues on the back, except this one. He's blank, or is he? And so what he'll quickly figure out is he really can't do this cipher without something to help him figure out what the cipher means. So he'll get stuck on that. He'll get stuck on this. This doesn't give him anything, and this guy doesn't give him anything. Well, maybe. He might be smart enough to actually figure this one out before, but we're going to pretend, just in case. But he's a pretty smart cookie, so he might figure it out, which is why I have to make things really hard for him. So these are 2 that he can figure out first. He can either figure out this one that talks about directions. So remember our honeymoon? Before we left the harbor, we went up to the Lido deck. As we sailed down to Cozumel, we enjoyed the casino, our auction, the battle of the sexes. When we won the amazing race, I knew I had married the right man. Hopefully he figures out that when you look at it, it says before we left the harbor, we went up, then we sailed down, and then right. Those are all directions, and that is going to be the combo for this directional lock. So directional locks are really neat. You just slide this up and down. So I'll go ahead and lock it up just to show you how it works. So I just got to reset real quickly on it. I pull it. Okay, there we go. So then I said, let's see, before we left the harbor, we went up to the Lido deck, down to Cozumel. I met the right man, and this should undo. Oh, it does. So that's really cool. Directional lock. I had not seen this until I did a PD session that involved a breakout. So that's how that one's going to do. This one is I think he's going to do this one first because it tells him right there to pretty much use Erasma. This is where he and I were engaged. It was actually on the Eiffel Tower. So, cute thing about this is that when he uses the Erasma app, then everything is free, minus obviously paying for locks. When he uses the Erasmus app, I've made an Erasmus that when he goes and codes this with the image, and I've already uploaded it to my iPad for him to use, a video of when he proposed to me will start playing. And in that video, it asks him, and I'm going to try to grab the video real quickly. In the video, it asks him, you know, where did this, or, when did this happen? Or what, something to that effect. And the when did it happen is actually, it's pretty easy just by random happenstance. Okay, so here you got the Erasmus app. Oh, what date did this happen? I'm trying to really help him. That is the date. And then it plays. And this is going to be, he can, you know, hopefully he'll watch the whole thing and see that his little words about how, like, he loves me so much and blah, 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 will show up. So he'll do the Erasmus app. He'll know that the date is, he better know that the date was St. Patrick's Day. It was not on purpose. That St. Patrick's Day of 3/17 is going to undo this lock. Whee! Okay, so we have our lockbox open, and we've got one of the 5 locks down. Inside here, there are 3 items. I did not make it easy for him because this is a man that, like, did this Dr. Johnson's lab in 25 minutes, and people are given 45 minutes to do it as a group, so I can't trust this man to take his time. And this is the little UV pen. He's familiar with this guy, actually, pretty well. This little UV pen, he will probably come over to these guys, and he will start flashing it on things. And he says, oh, this is not a red herring. So the fact it's not that red herring, and this is the word Maine, probably means Maine is your clue. And there is one lock that is a word lock, and it says Maine. So look at that, pretty awesome. So that one's Maine. And then if he continues, whoopsie, scanning the cards, he will, I mean, oh my gosh, I just broke this. Are you kidding me? Maybe the batteries just popped out. Hold on, let me get another one. Hopefully it's just a matter of the batteries popping out and I didn't just break my little light. Ugh, aggravation. That's okay, that's why we get multi-packs. All right, let me just undo the little tab. Bam! I'm gonna fix that. Okay, so then he goes through here, and I've circled the F, the O, the U, and the R. So that spells the word 4. Then I circled the S, and even, that spells 7. So 4-7, S-I-X. 476. 476 will give him the little code to this guy. And this is a postcard about our first kiss. So I kind of just like figured out how to put words into our first kiss. So Erasmus with a video of when we were engaged asking the date was the letterbox, and this guy is the our first kiss, and I spelled out words within it. And you could of course do it as a 3-word one. In Maine, I should say why Maine. Maine was our first half anniversary, so he knows why Maine is important and special. All right, then I have this little code, which he'll probably look at this, and he'll probably say, huh, these things are related. He should figure out this means love, and this means Sarah, and so if you look over here, you can probably figure out how the cipher works. And this is an inside joke. I need to maybe not show the internet that joke, but that's an inside joke. This cipher, by the way, is called pig pen, or some kind of variation of pig pen. And so when he goes to get the trophy that this little inside joke is leading him to, I have the lock hanging on the trophy case of this guy. All right, so that takes care of all of the postcard ones. And now, do not drop these things, FYI. And now that leads me to my QR code. So the QR code is going to bring me, obviously, will bring him to a website. Let me find the website so you guys can see what it looks like. So I used, I'm pretty sure this is the QR code one. Yes, I used jigsawplanet.com and made my custom jigsaw puzzle. So he's got these little jigsaw pieces, and he's going to put them all together, and when he puts them all together, I'll ghost over the image. He better not cheat. I didn't realize that was there when I first did. The image is from our wedding. It's when they had sparklers at the end. We're smiling. It says, "Do you remember all the details? Do you need to see it again? Relive the day we officially made a family. Look where it all began." And if he goes into our wedding book, which he will, if he goes into our wedding book and looks at the page with that image, it's going to say X marks the spot. And if he's a very brilliant man, which he is, he will figure out, this is X. And the directions, which are all these words describe you, so I picked all the words that I felt like really described Dan, read between the lines to know what to do. So he's going to circle all these letters in this word search. All the remaining letters in the word search are going to tell him a message. And so it says X marks the spot, and it starts saying bit.ly. And it brings him to a bit.ly website. And because this was an image of the day we got married, the bit.ly website is well, not a bit.ly website. The bit.ly, shortened URL leads him to a website that is a counter where you can count time. Like how many days happened between this and that. And I think he will figure out, he's supposed to figure out how many days have we been married since it's our anniversary. So he'll figure that out, and he will figure out 1,827 days we were married. So he's going to figure that out from these guys all together. This is definitely my most complicated puzzle. This right here is from the teacherscorner.net word search maker. You can go in after you've made a word search and actually edit the individual letters, which is good, in case your word search accidentally makes a bad word on it. These guys were not edited. Like, those words are in there, but there's no secret message. So I actually went in and I made a secret message. So again, the teacherscorner.net, it'll focus in a second. Word search maker. Maybe it won't focus. There we go. And that's what I ended up using to make that one. Looky. Have you checked Facebook recently? What a great question. So on Facebook, when he goes, I am going to, as soon as I realize that he is, starting, and actually he so hardly ever checks Facebook. I don't think I need to worry. But he is going to do a video on Facebook. I'm going to be like, happy anniversary or whatever, honey. Oh wait, it's not that one. Oh, maybe it is. There we go. And I'm going to post a little video to Facebook. So when I post the video to Facebook, the video to Facebook is all just pictures from, it's in my movie maker. Sorry, I grabbed the wrong one. Whoa, I just want to watch a movie. I updated my computer and now it's insane. Okay, so the movie's going to play, and it's just pictures from our wedding. Aww, you're so young and thin. Okay, so you can hear it has a little instrumental music, and then at the end, you'll see the Johnsons as themselves song Eggs by whoever, blah, blah, blah. So I got that song Eggs off of the Julie and Julia soundtrack. And hopefully he will, after he probably has to watch it a couple times, try to see if there's some kind of thing. Hopefully he will figure out that I chose a song called Eggs. Like, that's weird. Why would I pick eggs? So what I have done is I have hollowed out, we believe in Thanksgiving turkeys all year round in the house. I have hollowed out an egg. That's right. I was trying to make it small and I actually cracked it a little bit. So inside the egg is a URL. He's going to go to that URL. And that URL will bring him to ThingLink, which also free website. And then the ThingLink, he's a huge Red Sox fan, so I thought it would be cute to do something Red Soxy. Especially because Lord knows we have gone to games and we have watched games, and the Red Sox play a very important part in our marriage, I guess. And I went ahead and created a little ThingLink where you can link to things like websites and videos and all that kind of stuff and images. But these are all red herrings. This has nothing to do with finding the code. the code is actually on the image. The image is 1050, which is the number on these uniforms right there. And that will bring us to our very last little 4 digits. So, when he gets it done, he'll be able to open it up. See, like hasp, goes like that. You can do those 6 things, and he opens it up. He will see his presents, which his present is I made us family shirts. I know that probably doesn't sound very exciting, but I think he will really like it. So his is navy with gray, mine is gray with pink, and our daughter is pink with navy. So he won't realize right away that it's family shirts. He'll think it's just some random Johnson shirt. And hopefully he will like that. So that is some ideas of what you might want to even do for your honey come anniversary or birthday or anything really for Valentine's Day. That would be a good one too.